Hi class! Welcome to our last week of virtual videos. Today we're going to be talking about perimeter. We've learned a lot about shapes this year, and today we're going to take it one step further to talk about what perimeter is and how we can find the perimeter of a shape. Our objective is I can find the perimeter of a shape. So that's where our focus is going to be, is practicing to find the perimeter of a shape. In this lesson, we'll review shapes and their sides and finding perimeter. As a review, we are going to be talking about shapes. So here's a chart of different shapes, and these are all shapes that have straight sides. They're closed shapes with straight sides, so that means that they're regular polygons. We're going to practice finding the perimeter of several polygons today. There's a different way to find the perimeter of a round shape, but we're not going to focus on that just yet. So we're going to focus on finding perimeter of shapes like triangles, squares, pentagons, quadrilaterals, octagons, and you'll have additional practice in your work packet. As this short video plays, make sure to follow along and practice what they're doing in the video as well to give you a little additional practice.
Hi everyone! Today we're going to talk about perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around an object. We can calculate perimeter by adding together the length of all the sides of the object. We are going to discuss how to find the perimeter of polygons, which are shapes with straight sides. There are special rules for finding the distance around round shapes, like circles, which we will talk about another time. Because perimeter is a measure of distance, or length, it has to be measured in units, like inches, centimeters, or miles. Units are really important when measuring perimeter, and here's why. Let's pretend you need to build a fence around your yard. How much fence would you need to buy? You can add the length of all the sides together to find the perimeter, but if you forget to add the units, it still won't help you. There's a big difference between 30 inches and 30 meters. When you add the units, you know how long the perimeter is. Now we're going to find the perimeter of some more shapes. Let's start with a triangle. This triangle has 3 sides with 3 different lengths: 5 feet, 10 feet, and 8 feet. To find the perimeter of the triangle, all we need to do is add the lengths of the 3 sides. 5 plus 10 plus 8 equals 23. 23 isn't the answer though. We need to add the units, feet in this case, so we know how long the perimeter is. The perimeter of this triangle is 23 feet. That was pretty easy, right? Let's try another shape. This time we have a rectangle. Both of the short sides are 2 centimeters long. Both of the long sides are 4 centimeters long. To find the perimeter of the rectangle, we add up the lengths of all the sides. 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 equals 12. Since the sides are measured in centimeters, the answer has to be measured in centimeters too. The perimeter of this rectangle is 12 centimeters. Next up, we have a square. A square has 4 sides, and all of the sides are the same length. Because the sides are the same length, 5 meters, we can find the perimeter in a different way. We could just add them up, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Or we could use multiplication as a shortcut. Either way, the answer is the same. 5 times 4 equals 20, and the perimeter of this square is 20 meters. This would work for any polygon where all the sides are the same length. Just count how many sides there are and multiply the length of one side by the number of sides. Let's try another one. This is a star. It has 10 sides. Each side is 3 inches long. We could just add up the sides, but it's much faster to multiply. 3 inches times 10 sides equals the perimeter of this shape, 30 inches. Now that you know how to find the perimeter of an object, grab a ruler and practice measuring the perimeter of things around you.
Now we're going to have a chance for us to practice finding the perimeter of several different shapes. In the video, you saw that you can add to find the perimeter, or if it's a number that might be easy to multiply and you've had some practice multiplying, you could even try that to see if you get the same answer. For this practice problem, we have a square. We know squares have 4 equal sides. The length of each side of the square in this picture is 5 inches. So what we can say is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 to find the perimeter. I'm going to count by 5s to help me find the perimeter. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20. So the perimeter of this shape would be 20 inches. That means it's 20 inches to go all the way around the shape. Here we have a rectangle. We know that rectangles have 2 longer sides and 2 shorter sides, and that the opposite sides are the same length. So we have 5 inches here and 5 inches here, 10 inches here, 10 inches here. So let's go ahead and add that up to see if we can find the perimeter. I'm going to add like numbers first. I know that 5 plus 5 equals 10, and 10 plus 10 equals 20. So I have 10 from the sides plus 20 from the longer parts. So 10 plus 20 would equal 30 inches. Always make sure to have the unit included. Now we have a triangle. A triangle has 3 sides, and here the sides are 6 inches each. So you can say 6 plus 6 plus 6, or you could even say 6 times 3, and you would find the answer of 18 inches. Finally, we are going to do a quadrilateral where some of the sides are the same and some of them are different. So here we have the shortest side has 4 inches long. This side is 6 inches long, and then the sides on either side are 8 inches long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this strategy to make a 10 to help me get started. I know already that 4 plus 6 equals 10. And then I'm going to add in the 8 from this side. So 10 plus 8 equals 18. Plus 8 more would equal 26. So the perimeter of this shape would be 26 inches. Now it's time for you to get some practice on your own. You can complete the pages in your week 9 packet. Make sure to share those with your teachers so you can get some feedback. We would love to see what you've been doing.